EQA Unit 1 6.1 Legal Issues. 6.1 asks you to evaluate legal issues, policies and procedures relevant to external quality assurance, including those for health, safety and welfare. So as part of your response, you'll need to cover each of those three topics. So of course, you'll need to think about things like GDPR, equality and diversity, DBS checks, student welfare, checks that centres are maintaining centre policies and that they are easy to locate and current. Centres and yourself as an EQA will follow sampling plans and of course the course specifications and apprenticeship standards or assessment plans. And you must keep your own CV and CPD and data up to date, as well as check centre assessor and IQA files when you're on centre visits to show their experience, qualifications and CPD. EQAs may need to check centres are following suitable policies and procedures with their teams. For example, if you are EQAing for endpoint assessment, you may wish to consider how well trained centre staff are for anti-bribery. It's important to remain impartial when conducting EQA and base your own outcomes for centres objectively, and encourage centre staff you come into contact with to be fair and follow the Equality Act. As an EQA, you need to check the centre policies and procedures are adhered to, and you will need to follow policies yourself as an EQA. You also may need to train other EQAs on policies and procedures should you become a lead EQA. Most organisations are regulated by Ofsted or Ofqual, and the examination boards and endpoint assessment organisations may also be somewhere that you might work as an EQA. EQAs have standardisation meetings the same as assessors and IQAs do, and they meet regularly to share best practice. They'll standardise processes and outcomes for centres, and they'll use it to inform and keep EQAs up to date. These can be online or face-to-face, and helps the EQA to ask questions to ensure they are producing quality work and supporting centre staff effectively. EQAs may complete observations of teaching and learning and produce reports and give feedback. As an EQA, you may be asked to check assessor and IQA files, and you might check those for evidence of competence and details of their RAG rating status. You might look that they've got DBS if applicable, emergency contact details are there, that their CV and CPD are in line with the standard or course that they're teaching and assessing in, and that they've had a suitable assessor training such as health and safety, safeguarding and prevent. You'll also check their qualifications are suitable, such as they've got assessing qualifications, perhaps EPA qualifications if in that industry, teaching qualifications if needed, and of course you'll check your IQAs have IQA qualifications or lead IQA qualifications as needed. Centre personnel files are sometimes out of date or inaccurate. You will check health and safety compliance during centre visits, and centres should make sure they have a health and safety poster, that the building is safe and easy to access for all, and that everyone knows who the safeguarding lead is, particularly if you're working in apprenticeships, and how to contact them. Centre policies and procedures should be available to all learners, staff and employers. You will also need to check centre policies in centres for safeguarding prevent, depending on what subject you EQA in. Other areas you may wish to consider as part of your assignment: the use of gender neutral language, artificial intelligence policies and non-human marking methods, systems and processes for reviewing student progress, appeals process and procedures, and if students know how to appeal or find their safeguarding lead, and is the safeguarding log up to date. You'll need to look at the currency of information given to students by centres, and other topics may include government changes such as government funding, government policies such as changes when the off-the-job training hours came in for apprenticeships, changes to minimum wage for apprenticeships, and changes to laws. Say, for example, when COVID law came in, does the centre keep up to date with these things? So your assignment for 6.1 asks you to evaluate legal issues, policies and procedures relevant to external quality assurance. You can use the Anne Gravels book as a reference, and good luck with your assignment. Pop us an email if you need us.